to the basics. But here it is. This organization has been in effect since 1871. So compared to people saying some new agers and some people in 1871, who's going to stand? The ones from the longest. The ones that have been here the longest. The elders. Regardless of how I look, the elders going to make more sense. Because I say, even about the issue of people having guns in schools, I believe that they need licensed people trained by, somebody who is qualifiable to train, the teacher. I don't believe that students, that little smoke screen that maybe the students will bully the teacher. No, because if you look at it from this state of mind, if that person is law enforcement or has a background, 9 times out of 10, if you're there to study and get your education, you're not worried about trying to come up against your teacher. You understand? And second, if they really train, that's what they need to be doing. Actually, I think if you had armed people in the schools, maybe the graduation level would go up. Because, first of all, there is a way of safety. So kids don't have to go out of school and do stuff like that and end up dead, and then come back in. You got some person who doesn't have any sense of education plotting on somebody that's trying to get their education. I've seen that many times. I lost a lot of great peers over the years, gangsters that was trying to get out of stuff and they died, because somebody who wasn't educated, who didn't fully want to do anything in life, plotted on somebody who was sitting there trying to get their stuff together. And so when you got stuff like this has to be deeply investigated. You can't say, again, that there's no organizations fought unless you really go into deep facts and see what does the NRA really do. And most people are wrong. They don't do what you think they do. They're not the ones that's killing people. First and foremost, people think they're a terrorist organization. It's like how far y'all off and they defending the people here. You understand? How would somebody say they terrorists when they here to help just like any other organization? And actually, they was one of the first ones that was trying to help everybody else attain their stuff. Without them, most organizations will not be able to do what they do today. The truth of the fact of the matter, but people want to pressure law-abiding citizens. See, it's law-abiding citizens who make up the NRA. Everyday people who want to protect themselves and their family, and will protect the home front if need be, So regarding that particular thing that was brought up, that the NRA did these potential incidents or accidents, is wrong. It's literally wrong. And I got proven facts that Y'all lying on an organization that did not do that. They did not say, go do this. Everything that they stand for is totally opposite of what people are saying. They statements are saying. Everything that y'all are saying is backwards. None of these people who have spoken as of yet have really taken the time out to listen to the NRA. But what they threatened by is an organization. If we don't fight every day for our rights, we'll be like Australia and nobody won't have nothing. And then it would be really difficult for law-abiding citizens to protect themselves against terrorists. And terrorists, what is the definition of a terrorist? A terrorist is anybody that produces fear. You understand? If you're producing fear of any sort, then the root word to terrorist is terror. Threatening or making somebody else's life up in threats. That's a terrorist. You understand? When you continue to do this type of behavior, where, it's not just one particular thing, but like they say, you got a 39 thing, you got 39 times they put something up on you. Come on now. That's enough. Be like, man, you got 39 different things on you. I'll turn myself in. 39 different things. If you got 39 things you got on you, and then you go kill 13 people, that's ridiculous. And nobody knew nothing, and then the organization who get the big fallback is the one that's only fighting for law-abiding citizens. You see, the truth, some people is dumb, because this guy who shot 13 people, he wasn't a law-abiding citizen at no point. So how they stripping benefits from a organization who they had nothing to do at no part with none of this that's went on? Just because members of the organization may have shops and stuff don't mean that they in it to do negativity. It's people that find illegal ways to do stuff. You understand? And they lie. And some people, they go lie. And some people not even NRA. Some of these places, all of these places that do stuff ain't that. Some people robbed or stole or did something and they got their hand on another way. So then, because they rob and steal, now y'all blame it all on the NRA. False. Blame it on the predators. Blame it on the terrorists that's in your communities. They call gangsters and thugs. They are terrorists. You understand? And whether they do what that dude was a gangster that went up in there. He might have had a bunch of tattoos, but to kill 13 people, unless he was mafia, you understand? The way that I see it, you either gotta be a straight thug or a gangster, but when it's all said and done, you a terrorist, a flat out terrorist, because you producing fear on somebody else. That's terror. Terror is fear. When you put fear on somebody else but don't want to receive it. Some people that push it out on other people never think that they gonna get that back in return sometimes in life. And why put out something that you don't want to harvest on? You understand? Why put something, and especially if you don't repent from it, and stuff like that. Why put yourself in that predicament to think that it's never going to be addressed upon this, that, and the other? Why would you put yourself in that predicament? Would it be my question to a potential person that had selling thoughts? Like, dude, why would you put yourself in a terrorist position at all? You don't understand what a terrorist is. A terrorist in America's communities. And we must get to the bottom line. I've been talking even a couple of months ago. I had talks with some of the hip hop culture, and I was able to tell them, challenge them a little bit. The ones that I knew that was real street, I suggested to them, hey man, won't you change your music a little bit? Had a little mercy for them, because I rap a little bit too. I freestyle a little bit. I record a little bit. I'm kind of good here and there. But I kind of suggest them to change, have a little mercy for them and be like, I would advise you to change the way that you flowing. I ain't got to tell them all the other stuff like my background and I do this, that, and the other and all this and why. They just got to take heed to my instruction that I'm giving them, because I'm the leader. So they got to follow. If they misunderstand the commandment given to them, then it all falls back on them. If they're not listening, then they gonna fall. Pride comes before a great fall. When you're not listening to wise counsel, then you fall to diverse temptations. You simply fall through diverse temptations. And within the next weeks or so, we're gonna be looking real deep in these areas. We're going to look really deep when the church stuff hit. Some of that just was talked about, pushed away. We're going to get into that. Neighborhood stuff, we're going to get into that. All that other stuff that people don't really want to cover, thought that they got credit for, got an award for, we're going to get to the nitty gritty to it. We're going to see, what did you really do in the community? What did you do to really help the people? What did you really do? Because if I have to come out of the position that I'm in to do what you supposed to do, then that means you haven't done anything. So if I have to come shut down some people that other people could have had the potential to do, then that means you did nothing. And that's just the truth of the fact of the matter. If another person got to do it, if I got to come out of my state to break it down these facts, like I'm talking about the NRA, we wasn't the ones doing anything. Now we got to. We got to do public safety work more. And I was doing that when they didn't even. So why they gonna take our benefits? Because if no other member was doing public safety work, I was doing public safety work where I didn't even get paid to do it for 3 to 4 months right here in the city of Detroit. I did public safety work. So they can't say that the NRA members wasn't doing public safety work. Because I got people out there in the hoods that know that I was out there doing public safety work. They see me, and I was out there with people, and I put it in my rap what I did. So for people to say public safety just take away benefits, we got to talk to the people who are doing the work. See,